Vintage audio repair is our main. Bringing old electronics back to life is our game. Tubes and wires we arrange. Every circuit we exchange. Dusty gears begin to turn. Ancient speakers start to burn. We revive the faded sound, where lost frequencies are found. Through the cracks and through the ground, we revive the faded sound. Crackling tapes and humming noise, broken knobs and shattered joys. Every fix we deploy brings back life to your pride and joys. Dusty gears begin to turn. Ancient speakers start to burn. We revive the faded sound, where lost frequencies are found. Through the cracks and through the ground.
Hello guys, hello ladies, and welcome to another quick video. I say quick. Right, what I'm doing, as you know, we had Steve here today, so what I'm doing a quick job for old Steve. Now let's get camera 4 back in position. Before we do anything, let's just there you go. If we need any more, we can make the adjustment. Right. Now what I've got here is Steve's Philips tape recorder. Now, there we go. Take it out of the bag carefully. Now, what he wants me to do with this try and lift it without breaking anything, and I don't know when it was last plugged in, so there we go. The bag over there. That camera's a funny colour, but I don't know what does that. Seems to go funny colour for some daft reason. I think it's the exposure. Need to set it. It's on auto exposure at the moment, right there, see. Right, so what we're gonna do, guys, what the issue is with this is the reels are supposed to lift up on rewind. That's play. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. That's pause. So that's going to be fast forward. And that's going to be fast forward. That's going to be rewind. So now we know, but they're seized up. They're supposed to lift up. They're a bit on the stiff side then. So let's have a look, shall we? He wants to know how they come off. Mind you saying that, there's a fucking big belt that runs through these. So what we'll do, we'll have a look underneath, see how these come off. He wants the reels off completely. I don't think you can. No, you can't there. I don't think you can actually take them off completely. I think you have to strip it down from the top to get the reels off. Right. So I'm not sure how it's done, but because these are supposed to lift up and down. So let's start by taking the belt off. That'll make it a bit easier for us, won't it? Right. So we can move that out of the way. And I would think that would lift out, which it does. And he's done the corks. Take the plastic out. There's a random washer on here, don't know whether he knew that. There's a random washer, I presume that goes, or doesn't go there, goes down the middle. So. Right, let's bring the camera to number 3. Let's put on camera 3. There you go. You can all see what I'm doing. Now that belt's got some grease on that needs cleaning. Right, so now if I lift this this brake unit should actually come out. Should actually lift up and come out. The other side has. Yeah. Right, so should be able to take this pulley off now. Yeah, what you have to do is take the brake unit off. So what we'll do, we'll get this other top one off here. There you go. Right. Now this should now lift out. It should now let me lift this out. It fucking did before it came out on its own. There we go. I don't want to make the adjustment, I don't want to maladjust the brake, I don't want to adjust it. But this lifted up before, so how did it fucking lift up before and not lifting up now? Yeah. Right. Let's get the belt out the way, there we go. Right. Well, they'll come off. Right. So. Right. So why is it catching? Right. So it's. Oh, hang on. That's it there. So that needs to go down. I think I might need to take this off. Yeah. Take this nut off. I know where it is because I won't adjust the nut at the bottom. So we'll take that off there. Then what we can do, we can, there you go. Alright, lift this. I'd like it to come over the top. It doesn't matter, that's good enough. Right, let's so what we need to do here is take this off. This is supposed to lift off. This is supposed to lift off, guys. There you go. There you go. It's in like a groove. There you go. Take that off. and there's a washer on that, and that goes all the way up like that. So move that brake out of the way. Right, so let's take that out. Now I can move the brake. There we go. Right, let's take this other side off. And this is in, these are like in a groove. Can't get the screwdriver, the pliers under that one, so we'll get a screwdriver on it. Just lift it up a little bit. 2 screwdrivers even. So we don't snap the fucking part. Let's pull the fucking shaft right out. Well, that doesn't matter. That's okay because the shafts come right out with this one. That doesn't matter. There you go. There you go. So, and these actually work by something pushing up underneath them. Let's take the, yeah, so now if I lift this upside down and have a look, them shafts are too far up. Yeah. What you do, guys, how these work, these go into here. Right, let's see how far through it goes. Right, so that's not through far enough. Oh yeah, it is. So if I press I've got a feeling right. Oh, that one seems to be working. Yeah. So if I put my finger on there, that drops down, which is what you want. And then when you press stop, it pops back up. So we put the reel back on, move the belt out of the way. So pull this back out. See if we can mark it somehow. There's a little black bit there. So if I lift that out of there, put this, they need oiling. That's it. Put that there. Yeah. And the weight of the reels will push down on that. Yeah, and it pops back up. So let's get the oil and we'll oil this. So we'll pull that out. They actually fit in one way, so what we'll do, we'll oil this and give this a bit of a, it's better, give this a bit of a, there you go. See, they go in one way anyway. So now let's put right, I think that goes in. Oops. That goes in that way there. It's like a horseshoe because that has to go there, and then that drops down, and then so that connects to that, and then it's supposed to I don't think that's supposed to be like that. Right, so press play, it drops down. Right, let's put the washer on. I think the washer goes on there. Right. Then this goes into there. And that rubs on the corks. Now that causes a grip. And when you press that, all that grips now. Right. So that all grips now like it's supposed to. Then when that comes up, yeah, and then this. Now, so that's working, that, guys. Yeah, because I press what's that one that play? Press fast forward. There, it's locked on there now. That's locked in. Then if I press stop, there you go. Simple. Right, so let's look at the other side. And that side's seized in. So we'll see if we can get that out because it's supposed to move up and down. And that side's seized in. So see if we can get it with this. If not, we'll get the heat gun. Yeah, that's seized in, that, guys. Yeah, that's seized in. It's seized in, that. It's there, it is there. Yeah, and that won't go up. It comes down. That's supposed to go up, and it won't because it's seized. It's actually seized in. So we'll see. Let's take the fibre washer off. If it will come off. Oh. 2 washers on there. Now what I need to do is see. Let's get the heat gun and see if we can fucking get it out. Don't know where the heat gun is, it's down here somewhere. Need to tidy this up down this corner. There's the heat gun. Right. There we go. We've got the heat gun. What we'll do is just blow a bit of heat onto there. Now where's my big pliers? I could really do with those, but I don't know where they are. Seen them earlier. And do you know when you need something you can't fucking find it, that's the problem. Right. But yeah, we need, because that's not supposed to be fixed into there. Do the belt. That's the problem. Make sure we wait for a fucking belt to go anywhere near this. Yeah, there's my big pliers. This has to come out. Right. There you go. There you go, guys. There's the problem. Dried on, stuck on, God knows what else on, grease. Right, where's the switch cleaner? It's up there. Right, what we'll do, we'll try and go down to the cotton bud. There we go. Well, that's the problem. And look at all that shit come off that. Get the switch cleaner. I'll tell you what, let's get the oil, because that's clean that, so let's just put a bit of oil. There you go. It was seized in, and that. Ooh, that's gonna jam that. It's not got. Oh, get the switch cleaner because I can't get much down there. That's your problem, or Steve's problem. There we go. Turn that heat gun off. Now. Right. Yeah, that's gonna need, yeah, that's a bit of a pain in the arse, isn't it? Fucking end comes off. Let's see if I can spray some onto this. Now it's got stuck down there now. Oh, you cunt. Bastard. Right. Got fucking cotton buds got stuck. There we go. Bugger. We'll get it back out. It's just a... Right. I should be able to use that to push it through. I thought that might fucking happen. Right. So I can't find the fucking hole. Oh, there's the cotton bud there. Goes down there but doesn't fucking come out. Oh, you bastard. Oh, you bastard. I'll try and get it out through the top. Shit. Pushing that down actually might get it out. Right, let's try and... So it only goes down there so far. Now where's the fucking cotton bud? There it is. Now can I grip it with the pliers? You can see it there. So can I grip that with the pliers and pull it through? Well, some of it. See if I can find something else and push that out with the other way. Let's try these little screwdriver bits I've got. Right. It's gone in so far. Hasn't pushed it out right, but it's gone in so far. Right. Oh, it's come out. Oh, it has. It's come out. That did the job. But this is supposed to go in. It's supposed to go jump up and down. That's stiff. And it shouldn't be stiff. That's supposed to fit in the hole. That's it. Doesn't pop back up though. It doesn't pop up. It's gone in, but it's supposed to pop up. When I press rewind, it's supposed to pop down and then pop back up again when I press stop. The fast forward one now does. So let's take this back out. And we know we can't use cotton buds. Oops, don't want to drop that off there. See if I can get in the other way, because you've got to clean it. So let's get the spray. There we go. See, the idea is to try and just put that through, because that's see, that won't even go fucking through. Yeah. There's nothing on there, so wonder if it's this that's pitted. Where's my sandpaper? Because it could be that because it's pitted. There it is. Use a bit of emery paper. I mean, I've tried to what we're doing, we're just sanding this. You just get the crap off it, really. That looks nice and smooth now. Right, a bit more. A bit more, guys. Just rub it down a bit. There you go. Takes all the crap off, you see. Is this straight? Yeah, it's not bent. That's down. And then Yeah, that needs to be, let's oil it up a bit. There you go. Press that down, go all the way down, then, yeah, that goes down with the weight of the reel. We'll give that a bit more, sanding. Let's get it on my t-shirt. And caught on my drawer. Right. So you just rub them. Because it's we'll do that other one as well, just to be sure. Let's try that. That goes in. Let's press stop. Right, press rewind. It's gone down. Press stop. It's popped up. Rewind, because the weight of the reels will push it down. And stop. Yep. It's a lot better than what it was. Right, so what we'll do, we'll re-oil it. Put a bit of oil in there as well. There you go, look at that. Right. There you go. Yeah, perfect. Now let's just wipe off the excess oil so it doesn't find its way to where it shouldn't. Right. Move the heat gun and now put that away after. Shit. Oh, my gun's not broke. You'd expect him to be able to take a drop, wouldn't you? So, drop that down there. There we go. Right. Put these back on, these rubber, these fibre washers. There you go, guys. And what we do, and that goes up the top there. There you go. We'll do the other one probably like that in a minute. And I think that washer goes that one on there. Yeah, it doesn't go underneath, because if it did, I suppose it could, but I don't think it does. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, the weight of the reel will cause that to drop. Cause that to drop rather. Uses gravity. Oh, hang on. Shit. Oh no, we're okay. We can lift that out. Pop that that into there. Oil that one up. There you go. There you go. Down and up. And that goes onto the I think the washer might go on the bottom. I think that should go a bit further down, to be honest. So what we can do, put that into there. No, we can't. Must be a different fucking thickness. Because I was going to put that through and tap it. Let's get me vice. Use me vice. That's supposed to go a bit further on. So, yeah. That's going too far now. Go back a fraction. Let's put the vice back over there. Let's check this. No, it doesn't. That washer doesn't go there. It must go on the top then, because it won't go down with that there. Come on, you get in there. Why won't it go in? The thing moves slightly. Yeah. No, it's not coming back up. Just give it a tap. There you go. Just tap that down a little bit into the vice. Just that should do us. That shouldn't be down there. That should be about there. Now we'll be able to push that down now. And put that on. That's not wobbling about now. It pops up. And with the weight of the reels it will go down, it should. Let's put the reel back on because the reels are pretty heavy. Bit of shit there. The reel, put the table back on. There you go. So that grips now, and then it pops up and doesn't grip, and then because once there's a tape on there, see that doesn't grip now. It's not supposed to. And so it's not quite that going through. We missed the fucking hole. No, it's going through. It's not popping back up. There you go. Lift that out. Take that off. Put that in. So that's in there now. Now that drops. Pops back up. Drops down. Pops up. Put a bit of oil on here. Bit in the bearing as well. Don't want to get it on the cork, so right. I've not put the thing in. Make sure that fits. Doesn't quite fit. It has to go down a bit further. It has to go down a bit further, that, because that if I put it upside down, if I put this fucker upside down, it's possible. If it goes in that way, perfect. Yeah, I'll put it upside down. No worries. Just tap it out. There you go. Put that back in the other way. that's clipped in the middle there now. That's perfect. So that must go, that fits in there perfect now. Shit. We can put it back in upside down. Right, so that goes in that way. That fits in that hole there. Right. And that one there you go. Perfect. We'll pop that back into the, there you go. Is that fucking actually working? I couldn't see it popping back up. Right, so that's off. Oh yeah, I've put the thing back on. Right, so that's there. So that's not gripping. And that's gripping. Yeah. And stop. And that side, that's a lot looser. That's still a lot looser. But still not fucking right. Let's just pull this back out. And I've got a feeling, take this off. That's in there now. So press play, press rewind, it should drop down and it pops up. So so that should now push. I'm not going to put that washer on. That's there. Let that wiggle down. So it's on top. There we go. Now that's not gripping. That's it, that's loose there, that's coming back up now. Down. Not as up as I'd like it to. See, that's in there perfect. Wonder if the washer goes there. I can't look on the other side because they're slightly different. And that goes in there, and that feels okay. But that's definitely right. There you go. That drops down and it pops back up. Now, are we down? Down all the way on there? Yeah, we are. We are. So, see, that's designed to push that up so it comes off the corks so it can free run. That's how it's supposed to work. And that's on the corks. Oh, that's right. It's still down there. Still not fucking thinking, is it? I don't get it. That's in there. Now that can't turn. It's not supposed to. Then if I press that, drops down, and that pops back up, but it's where's that bloody washer gone? There was a washer there, weren't there? Oh, it's on the inside of there. I think that washer goes on the other side. It goes like that. Like that. And then down into there. No, it's not, because it doesn't lift up with the washer there. So it goes in that way and it presses down. It's got something to do with this. So let's pull it out of there, put it that way up. That definitely fits in there like that. Now that's right. So I wonder if it's that's worn. I might have to see, and then that goes onto there. But I don't think that's right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is. Could be that way. There you go. Down, up, down, up. And so that's up. So that's perfect, and then that's supposed to lift up a bit, that, but and then up. It's supposed to come up a little bit. Wonder if he's made the. I wonder if he's made the corks too thick, because that's going up and down now. If I pull this out of here, wonder if he's made the corks too thick. Wonder if the corks are too thick. Press that. Right, so what I'm going to do, take one of these off. There you go. See if that gives us the extra. Long way. Right. Let's try that. Right, that's perfect. I think that's right. What I'm actually going to do, guys, I think what it is. Well, that's not right. So what about putting a washer back under there, because we need to lift it a little bit. It's not lifting up. It's supposed to lift up and come off, then go back down. So let's have a look underneath, see if we've got anything that's out of place. Fucking hell's the stop bar? There it is. Nothing bent under there. Right, so that's supposed to come up, and it's not doing. Right. No, it's still not right. It's still not right. So I think the corks, I think these plastic things are too fucking high. Let's have a look. That goes through there. I think they're too fucking high, guys, and there's not much I can fucking do about it really. But I think that's the problem, because that's not going to drop down far enough. So put that back on. Pull this out. Now that's where it needs to be. It clips in. There you go. Down it goes. And then up, down and up. Now, when we put this back on, put the reel back on. Now if I press that now, it drops down, and then it pops up, drops down, it pops up, drops down, pops up, which is right. Now drops down, it doesn't pop back up because the corks are too high. Now if I just lift the corks, just lift it up a little bit, press that, down it goes, and press that, and it, yeah, right. So what we need to do, put that in, there you go. That's working now. Let's see if the other one will work on here. Because I think they're the same. See if there's a difference. Yeah. Yeah, it's a difference that won't fucking go in, that one. So let's try and get it in. There you go, that's as far as it'll go. It'll come back out again if it needs to. Right. That's perfect now, that's not bad. See it jump up then? We'll put that there. See it drop down. And pop back up. So that can run then, you see, without that running. So I wonder, all I'm doing here, guys, is just cleaning the shit off the bottom of the fucking, bottom of the spool, bottom of the reel table. You get the crap off it, you see. If we get the crap off it, might work better. I think that's what the problem is. We're not taking any of the coating off or anything that needs to be there, we're just taking the shit off. But he hasn't put original corks in this, he's put plastic ones in, well, rubber ones. And I think the corks, see that if I look at that one, the corks on that one sit a bit higher. So what we'll do, so now we know that one works, what we'll do, we'll pull that back out of there, that pin back out of there. See, that's not as bad. What we'll do, we'll put that back into the machine, there you go. Yeah, that's moving as well. That's supposed to be. I think it needs a bit of glue in that, to be honest. I think it's worn. Right, that fits in there perfect. Let's get this so that it's that's it. I think that needs a bit of glue because I think that's worn as well. So what we'll do, put that back in. Yeah, so what we might have to do is mix some glue up. I'll put this back on. See that now? That should spin, but without that. Then if I press, do you know what I mean? What I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to swap them over. I'm going to put this one on here. Put some oil. Give it some oil. There you go. Oil it up. That back in there. That's perfect. So you can turn that bottom one now. I think these are a bit higher what they should be. I think they're a bit higher than what they should be. Now if I get the washer, put that washer on the top of there, that might help. And that's right now. Then stop and it pops up, which is right. I mean, these are the same, and that pops up now. So what we'll do, we'll put this one, we'll oil it first. bearing. That's it. Actually fits perfect, that. That's actually perfect. Now, pop that back into there. And let's pop that back into there first, because that has to drop into one of these lugs. That's it. Then that goes on the top. And press fast forward. Whoops, move that bar out of the way a minute. Right, that grips it there, that's okay. Ouch! Ow! That grips it there. Doesn't always pop up though. I mean, this one here, that one's working fine now. That one's working brilliant now. But this one isn't. Let's just check that that fucking thing's in the middle. Let's just tap that through. Tap it that way. I want to make sure that's clipped the right way it should be. Ouch! No, that doesn't move, that one. So I'd have to say that one's okay. I think the rubbers are a bit high. There you go. Press that. It drops down. Press the stop, it pops up. Now, put the washer back on. That looks okay. What I might have to do is press that. Yeah, that's not popping up. But if I press that, pops down, and that pops back up. So that's right. So I think the rubbers are a bit too thick. But the one way we'll do this, I think. So what we'll do, we'll take that out. What we'll do, we'll put that back in underneath where we think it should be. I think, well, one of them should be on the other side, to be honest, but right, put that back there. They're nice and level now. That's that. Well, that one's alright now. I think what we need to do is put a bit of epoxy on that, because that was alright then, and then it suddenly decided it didn't want to pull it out a little bit there. It decided it didn't want to play. Right, press that, we're on there, and that. Oh, it's not coming back off again. Fucking did a minute ago, it worked perfect. Right. There you go. See, that is supposed to lift. See, that is supposed to lift. That's supposed to lift, push up and lift that. So take that washer off. That washer not even supposed to be there. Put that back on there. That's perfect. Press that. Drops down. And it pops back up. See, that's right. So if I do that now, and then I press, I mean, if there's a tape on it, it'd provide the weight for it to drop. Now that's how it should be. But that pops back up. So what I need to do, I need to put a bit of, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little bit off the, I'm going to take a little bit off the, take a little bit off with this. Just take a little bit off this with this, because I think these are a bit too tall. Take that one down a bit. I think these are a bit too tall, to be honest with you. Not too much, just a little bit. That's not bad. That one's actually okay. It's these two here that are a bit tall. Let's take them down a bit further. That one's dead right. So you just want them sticking up proud, not too proud. You can lift it out to do it actually. Might be easier. You can fucking see it better. Yeah, that one there's nice and flat. So these two here, I'm just filing the rubbers down, guys. It was okay. Take this one down to match. That one's a bit too proud still. I'll shut my front door in a minute. Yeah, that's a bit more, because this one's sitting too high. That should be better. Let's try that. That's on there, nice. Let's try this. That's perfect. Press that. And it grips. Then wrong button. It pops up. There you go, guys. There's your problem. The corks are too thick. See, look at that now. Drops down beautifully. Pops up. That's the problem. Yeah, that's your problem. Let's get this one out and take these ones down slightly, because they're sitting up a bit proud. One of them, I don't think they're properly stuck in, to be honest. So yeah, that one's not. That's lopsided. I wish I had. A file that could go the full length of the rubber, not corks in this, I just put rubbers in it. Take that out, put that back in there. Oh, hang on, I'm way up. Got to put oil in that anyway, yeah. So that's yeah. It's not too bad. Do going down a bit more though. It's better. These ones are not too bad. The other two, it's as long as we all don't go too far down, we'll be okay. See, they're way too high. It's better. Right. Let's oil this up because it needs to be oiled. That's one in. Put the spool on with the corks. Oh, hang on. Looking at Andy, you'll get it. We'll get the hang of doing this one day. I'm going to call it a day in a few minutes. Right. Let's get my fingers down there. Move that. Sorry. There you go. Oh, this is the one. Let's get that in. Is this the same as the other one? Yeah, they're both exactly the same. Yeah, and MWE3. MWE3, yeah, they're exactly. There you go. So what we'll do now, we'll press that. That's okay. That's not bad. And that really should come up a bit. So, because if I put this in here, it drops down, and press stop, it pops back up. So we need a washer. Right, where's the washer? There's a washer on there. May need a fucking bigger one. May need a slightly thicker washer. Because that's supposed to be just above there. And it's supposed to pop back up and it isn't doing. So, oh, hang on. Hang on. Forgot that. There we go. Right, that's not bad. That grips that lovely now, that's lovely that. Still gripping it though, so. Right, let me press that. Ouch! That goes down. And that comes up. That's supposed to grip there. And then it's supposed to lift. Right, so I think that needs another washer on the top of there. Get my fingers back under there. That's it. Right. That goes there, that's right. And I think we might need another, because that's pushing up. We press that, dropping down, and then pushing up. But the problem is it's not pushing the fucking spool up. So we could probably do with, I don't know. Let's just try something. That's gone in there. Down. It pops up. See, that's supposed to pop up a little bit about there. To stop this, it's supposed to pop up just a fraction. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to swap these reels back over, because that one's alright now. So I'm going to swap these back over. Right, so I'm going to put this one back on because it was on there. We'll put that back into there. Now that's gripping that now, and it's not supposed to. Right. That's not supposed to grip that. Right. Now if I put this one on here, there, and that one doesn't pop up still either anyway. So what we'll do, we'll pop I think that needs a bit of glue on that fucking plastic thing. That's what I think it needs. Doesn't need that gluing in, but it needs a bit of glue on the white bit. So I think that's what the problem is with that one. But we've sanded. Let's just try swapping these over. We've got 2 washers on there, we should have, yeah we have. Try swapping them fuckers over. Because they are the same. Right, put this back in. Right, that's the one I sanded. That's the original one that goes in there. That's right. It's still not right there, still not gripping. Now if I get this one, and that one's not lifting up either. So that didn't make much fucking difference, did it? This one in this side. That's lovely that. It's like butter. There you go, we're in there now. If that goes down. No. It doesn't. Reason why is because that moves. That moves. Probably that's the problem with that. That moves. What we'll do, we'll tap that. There we go. Back through a little bit. Put that. That's there. Oh, hang on a minute. That's there. There. I'm going to have to get some glue. That's right now. Press the rewind, drops down, and that comes up now, so that's okay. So what we need to do is glue that in that position, and that'll be okay. Now the next one we need to look at is this one, because I'll take this one up. Right, so if I can put this in there, and put this in there, and just, I'm not going to put it on the bench because it'll make a noise, just let's try that. Press that drops down, that's perfect. It pops back up, which is what we want, and this goes on there. That's there, and yep, that still catches a little bit, but it's not as bad. That's a lot better than what it was. Right, I'm going to leave it for tonight now, guys, because it's getting on a bit and I want to go to bed. So, stick the video on pause and come back to it tomorrow. Be all night for me, a couple of seconds for you guys. Right, what I'm going to try and do, right, what I think we'll try and do, so we know that that is a bit, we know that them are a bit, now that's dropped down there now, let's see if it pops back up, yes. Yeah, that's alright, that. Right, now, the problem is just this one. So this one won't pop up. The reason why is that. Now if I pull that to there, which is where it wants to be about, there we go. Now it pops back up. Now if I go down, you know what the problem is this. So what we can do, we can we'd really like to be able to do that. Put that in there. There we go. Now what I need to do is mix up a little bit of epoxy if I can. Try and epoxy that into place. You only need a little smidgen, you don't need a lot. Which one's this? That's the resin. We need a little bit, guys. That'll do. Little bit of there. Now we need a bit of that. I need to order some more of this week. I'm running out. Now we need a bit of the hardener. There you go. Now let's get this little soldering tool and mix these together. There you go. Pop a bit of that around there. Yeah, young Tommy's off school today, so if we heard a bit of banging about, we know who it is. That's it. Now what we'll do, there you go. I'm hoping that that's going to we'll clean that properly in a bit. No. I'm sure that's got none on it. No, it's good. There you go. Yeah, that's good. I think there's might have a crack or something in it. But that being said, that has to pop into there. Just get the wipe the excess off. There you go. Make sure that's the right height before we commit. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. So we'll just leave that now. Just leave that now to harden. We'll just leave that to go off now because there's nothing else we can do. We don't want to glue this to that in case it ever has to be replaced. I can't see why it would have to be. But yeah, we just want to, in the cold light of day, have a look at these. Yeah, we could do with smoothing that one off a bit. Just so that they're the right fucking height on each other. That's better. Make sure they're the right height really. That fucking Keir Starmer's resigned, hasn't he? Fucking needed to, an all the cunt. This one here could do with going down a bit. These are a bit tall. Yeah, we could do with taking the top off that one. That's it. That's perfect. That's just what you want, that. So what we can do, we can re-oil this. Re-oil that. There you go. Pop the yeah, that one there's perfect. There you go, and then it lifts off. Yeah, you can't take that any further down, but it doesn't need to be. That's as good as it's gonna get. That's all right. That. So what we can do now, guys, we can now try and feed the fucking belt back on. Don't know how the fucking belt goes on. Right, so how does the belt go on? Yeah, that's sticking that now. Yeah. Right, put that out of the way so it can dry. See how the belt goes on. Doesn't go on that way. It goes down there by the motor. Oh, hang on, it has to go over that pulley there, doesn't it? You don't need to know what I'm gonna do. So that goes into there. And that must go like that, I think it does. It doesn't go that way, it must go this way. You don't need to know. Right, so that's a roller there. It comes round there. Oh yeah, come on over to my place. Hey girl. We're having a party. I think that's how it doesn't go like that. No, it doesn't go like that. That's not right. It's on, but it's not right. So it must go, it's got to go that way. The belt's got shite on, so it needs to be cleaned anyway. But I want to work out how it goes on first. And then I can take it off and clean it. You don't need to know. Right, I think that goes round there, and that goes in there, and round there, round there, that's not right either, because it shouldn't catch on the tape counter. Mind you, that being said, it's in the wrong place, so if I put that there, that goes under there, that's it. Right, so we press play, which is pause. Right, and the take up will go yeah. That's for some sort of selection. Select, I think, probably the speed. Oh, I can't get to the. No, I can't get to that one. Right, so this is the. We need to find a nut that goes on there. If I'm not knocked off onto the floor, there it is. No, we don't want to adjust that. Well, that should actually be. That's actually adjusted out. It should be where that should be there. Yeah, that should be about there. That because where the lacquer is. And that goes. So if I take that out, that's going to make that easier to put back in, and we know where it goes because there's a red mark there. So bring this back over. Can't put it in yet anyway, I don't think. No, we're going to put the other. That's easy enough to do. That should feed through there. We'll be going the right way. Now we have to have the other nut on. So that's about there. That can be adjusted anyway. So what we do, we take that, which goes there, and bring that through there. What we can do, we can thread this down here, this nut down here, because we can adjust it back up. See what you do, you take that down there, and then what you do, then you adjust it back up to where you need it to be. So basically you just adjust that down. What we'll do, we'll take that off there. Because we can set the brakes in the mirror. We've got the red mark there, so we know roughly we've got a datum. Put that there. And all we do there is when we come to put it back together, Put that back into there. That's right. Then what we do, we just adjust that. We just adjust that then, just adjust that so it's near as, damn it, well, a bit bent that shaft. Now that should that's one in. You ever notice, guys, it's always so let's move that out of position. See, that has to go. Let me take this pin out. Just take this post out. Then we can get that. Goes there. That one moved. Doesn't seem to want to go in there. That one looks like it might be not being level. Oh, it is. It can't move, can it? So under the casting, there we go. Right, so that goes in like that. And that's how they go. Now we can lift that back to put them in. So we can put that in now. Now take it. Now put it in stop. Would help, wouldn't it? Bring take that. Ouch. Take that back out a minute. Because that one's moved. There we go. There you go. I can't put that back in at the moment, but that's how it'll go. Yeah. Put that there a minute. Wind this pin back out. We just want to be about there. About there. That goes into there. Then just bring this a bit further. There we go, about there. Then that goes in there. Then the nut. The locking nut goes on there. Right, that takes the brake off. That's lovely. Yeah, that's brilliant. Right, so it doesn't drop down on rewind, on play. It should, I think it should, but it doesn't. Not only does it on forward. Right, that's forward because that bar there moves that and causes that. There, and it pops back up. Right. and on stop, play. Let's just lift this back out a minute, because I can't. Just take this back out because I can't test this. I think I might have to plug it in. I think it's safe to do that because it does belong to Steve, so it will be safe enough to plug in, I would have thought. So take that out of there for a second. Right. So let's plug it, see if we can plug it in. See if the switch is turned on. Yeah. Right, let's whip the plug in and see what it does. That's brilliant. Yeah, and that'll run on the top of that, so that'll still run round. Supposed to. Then press that, drops down. And see, if you look at that there, no resistance. Press play. A little bit, but not much. That's because that's only a take up, it doesn't have to be that strong. Then fast forward, causes that to move, you see, as you put in. Yeah. Right. What I want to do really, what I'd like to do is take that off and give all this a good polish up. Now we know just use a very, very light sandpaper. Just take the shit off, really. Don't go too deep. That's a special coating, I think. There you go, it's better. So that'll prop down. Let's turn it back on. I think we're pretty much going to be okay on that. Yeah. try this one on this side. I don't think it makes much fucking difference. Yeah. And that's, yeah, they're both the same. Yeah, pops up now, drops down, pops up. There we go. Right. So all we do now, we just wait for put that in there, make sure it still works. There you go. Press rewind. Yeah, it drops down. Let's pause. Yeah. Leave that to dry now. Make sure that the square bit is actually in. Actually square, it is. Yeah. Leave that now, guys. We'll come back in a bit. We'll put the rest of the machine together. Well, there's only this, because he didn't send the case, he just sent the chassis. That's all I needed, really. So what we can do, we can put the chassis, that's your take counter reset. Yeah. Don't know where the take counter belt would go. Go on a fucking pulley somewhere. Wouldn't go on that big one. Go on one of these. Probably one of these here. Yeah, we look at the height. Doesn't need a take counter anyway, but it'd go on one of these, I would have thought. But that's everything back. It needs the belt cleaning, but we'll do all that. So this side's nice and tight on the thing. It's just that one there. It's where Steve, I spoke to Steve this morning. It was just this one here. I spoke to Steve. It was a bit baggy on the post. I spoke to Steve this morning and he said that's probably where he's trying to get it off. Anyway, I managed to get it off. I used the heat gun. What I can do to keep that where we want it, we can just put it in the vise there and just leave it there. There you go. There's the brake rod and the nut for it. Right. Right. Come back in a bit, guys. Right, guys, I'm back. Right. I've been looking at this tape recorder for Steve. He just wanted me to get the reels out because they were stuck in. And what I've actually done, guys, I've actually had to glue this here because Has that stuck there now? Yeah, we're okay now. Now what the problem was, I'll show you. I'll just get this back into place. There you go. Make sure that works. Yes, it does. So what we'll do, we'll put the brake mechanism back in. Right, so what we'll do, we'll put the brake mechanism back in. Right. And what we'll do, there you go. Make sure we're in stop mode. We are. Right. I need to get that through the fucking. That needs to go through. And it fucking did earlier when I test fitted everything. Get in. Let's just lift this back out a sec. Get that to about there. Right, and that needs to go that goes through there like that, and this goes through there like so. Now what I want to do is wind that down all the way pretty much, so that we can put this into place. Then we can adjust it once it's in. Let's just pull this out a minute. There you go. Just rest that on there for a minute. And push that into there. Push that fully up. And what we can do, we can so what we can do now, we can wind this back up to where it should be. It's probably about right there. Go back slightly, there we go. Put the other nut on. And we can tighten that when we're done. Right, where's me tightener upper? There we go. So we can get this in. Just tighten this up. But we won't get it in past the. No, it won't go past the. What we'll do, we'll use the pliers. That's it. Right. Press wind. It takes the brakes off. It does. Right, so let's plug this in and see if it works. I'm not going to put a tape on, I ain't got one in here. I just want to check the mechanism. I don't know whether the amp works. I just want to check the mechanism. Really, that's all we're looking at. Right, so nothing's moving. So we'll press rewind. Yeah, it's perfect. That's when it's got a tape on it, there'll be a bit of weight on there. Right, fast forward. There you go. Play. And there you go. And that one's pretty loose. It's got to have a bit of drag on there for the back, for the what do you call it, and there's your pause. And that'll stop when you put it on pause, I would have thought. Yeah. That's all working. But what the initial problem was, guys, was is that too low? That might be too high, that one actually. Because that, yeah, that looks like it's too high. Let me just turn it off and have a look. I should be able to pull the brakes forward and pull this off without taking all that back off. Yeah, I think that's too high, that, guys. Yeah. 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 That's supposed to go down. There you go. And that's supposed to drop pretty much all the way down. So we might have had that sitting too high. Just wipe that. There we go. Put this back in. It might be normal actually, but I don't know. Pull that back. Yeah, that's a lot better. So if I press stop and then press play, that seems to be sitting higher than that one. I don't think it should be that high. Either that one or that one's too low. But that being said, we're not hitting the top of that now. Let me just check. So, and that further over to here. Yeah, that's a bit high, that. That needs to be sat down a bit lower. It's just a smidgen high, so I need to tap. Yeah, it needs to be because it's got splines, so it needs to be tapped. Oh, I've not got the brakes in, have I? There you go. Right. I think that's as good as we're ever going to get. Oops. See, then you've got the thickness of that as well. So, and this has popped out. Let's just pop that. Oh, don't say it's going to pop out. I'm not going to go back in. Don't you dare do that. There, it's in. It's in. Dee. That's better. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, it's probably about. Let's see how we go. The reel should be about even. It's about right that actually. Yeah. Then when we press that should drop down. And just plug it back in and just check everything. I think I'm happy. Right, so nothing's going round now. So we press fast forward. Yeah, really. Hang on, does the brakes not come off? No, the brakes haven't come off. Yeah, the brakes haven't come off. No, try that. There you go. There you go. The brakes haven't come off. That I just worried, didn't it? There you go. So there's your... That's lovely, that. Nearly froze the belt off. Right, rewind. Rewind's not as strong, but there again, it's as good as we're going to. It'll rewind the tape. I can't stop it by touching them. Stop if I do that. There you go. Play. And there's your play. So that's all done. That's all he asked me to do on it for him. Fast forward, I press the fast forward instead of the stop. Doesn't matter. And that's it. Just see if we can find a belt to put on the tape counter for him. Have we got a spare belt? My phone's ringing. It always does when I come in here. Need a it's a small belt really. That might be better, it might be one. You might do it. Just turn it off. Whoever that is will have to wait. And the belt goes on the spool there. Don't know whether it might be too tight. See if it works. Might be a bit tight that. Tape counter works. That's alright that. Yeah. Right, whoever that was phoning, or it might have been Mick phoning me. I rang him earlier. Right. I think we can leave it as it is. I'll put a new belt on it for the take counter for him. He can come and collect that tomorrow now. What I'm going to do, because I'll still be happy with that drying, so I'm going to leave that in rewind. That way if I leave it in rewind, then it won't be putting any pressure on it. It won't do any harm. I just want that adhesive. I just want the adhesive to go rock hard really. But yeah, look at that. I can turn that whole lot with that, with the motor and everything. That rewind now. That's as good as I think we're ever going to get. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Buy me a coffee if you want to. And I will catch you on another video very soon. Bye for now, guys and girls.